Hello and welcome to the Savvy Gadgets channel with me, Ven, and today we're looking at Star Citizen and we're taking a look at the Aegis Avenger Titan, the Banu Defender, the CO Mustang Alpha, the Drake Cutlass Black and the RSI Aurora MR. The Aegis Avenger Titan. Okay, so this is a light courier, but don't let that put you off. It does have some decent weaponry. But unlike its other variants like the Warlock and the Stalker, the Warlock basically has a massive EMP in the back where the cargo bay would be, and the Stalker is decked out with prisoner pods. So there is no cargo that you can do. So this is the Titan is basically your all for one and one for all everyman ship. It comes with some decent weaponry as well. So it has a size 4 weapon slot up front, which currently, when you actually get one, comes with a gimbal mount which has a Mantis GT 220 underneath it, which is a size 3 weapon. And under each wing you have a size 3 weapon slot, which currently has a size 3 gimbal mount on it, and each one of those has a Badger laser repeater, which is a size 2 weapon. So you get 2 of those, and then you also get missile racks. So it is quite well decked out with weaponry. It is not shoddy in combat. And in fact, it was the Aegis Avenger Titan was used by security forces quite a bit. So that should tell you something. Now, if you want to increase the DPS of this ship, I did do a video previously, it means you need to be a bit better at shooting, because the nice thing about having a gimbal mount is it tracks targets for you within the circle reticle on screen. But if you want to go without that, you can increase the cannon size. Because it's a size 4 gimbal mount, if you remove the gimbal and put a size 4 ballistic weapon on there, or a size 4 laser weapon on there, you've then got a much bigger, more powerful weapon, and you can do the same with the rings. Just remove the gimbal mounts and put size 3 weapons on them, but then that means you have to aim. The gimbal isn't doing it for you. The Banu Defender. It's basically a light fighter. However, there is one important piece of information. The Banu, they are the first alien race which humans encountered when they reached out into space, according to the lore of the Star Citizen universe, and they are friends to the UEE. Now, unlike humans who go for family pods and cells and that kind of thing, so we take our families with us, the Banu go in for artisan crafts and business acumen. Now, what's interesting about this particular ship is, even though it's a light fighter, it does come equipped with 4 the single S2s, which are Tachyon cannons. Now, here's an important distinction between a repeater and a cannon. Earlier in 2019, the distinction was made in that whereas a laser repeater would be a high rate of fire, low DPS, so it's more pew-pew, then the Tachyon cannons, or the cannon variants, would be a single shot. Now, I've actually had this in the Arena Commander, and I will show you some video of that. But it is a slow rate of fire, but it is a high damaging setup, and it has 4 of size 2 Tachyon cannons. It is not a poor damaging ship for a light fighter. However, there is 2 missile racks which don't seem to be equipped, so you don't get those to start off with, but you can always add them. The CO Mustang Alpha. Okay, when you first get this ship, it only has 2 weapons on it, but it does have 2 empty weapon mounts and rocket pods that you can upgrade it, so it could have quite a decent amount of weaponry on it, and it'd be quite a decent DPS. But as it comes, when you get it, it has a turreted weapon slot with an M4A laser autocannon. Now, not to be confused with cannons, this is actually a pew pew, which is really confusing. So it's a high rate of fire, but because it's not gimbal mounted, you have to aim it yourself. So, and you will see that, and we'll point that out. So when you get it, it doesn't have a great deal of weaponry on it, but if you add some weapons under the right and the left wing and add some rocket pods, it's got this turret mount as well. So that's maybe where the weapons come from. They're underneath that turret mount, maybe. So, but it doesn't actually track targets for you. You have to aim yourself. The Drake Cutlass Black. It's by far my favourite ship amongst all of these that we're looking at today, and there's good reasons for that. It's a bigger ship, it's a medium-sized ship, whereas the others, they're all small, light ships. They're either light fighters or a light courier. But what makes the Drake Cutlass Black so great is not only does it have a turret on it and a co-pilot seat, it also has quite a decent amount of cargo space. It has an entrance at the back which opens out just like an airplane that just opens down. But also these doors on the side also open out, which gives you 3 different ways of getting out of it, which makes it quite a decent small man dropship as well. It has decent firepower, but what it has is 6. That's it, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missile racks, each with 4 size 4 missiles in it. That is a huge amount of missiles for a ship this size, and they're already on the ship when you buy them. Now, for mounted weaponry, you get 2 gimbal mounted, so 2 size 2 Badger laser repeaters, and then you also get the ballistic Scorpion GT215 weapons, and they are also gimbal mounted, and that is a decent amount of firepower, and you can take down ships quite quickly with that, let me tell you. So we will move on and take a look at the next one in our list, and the last, the RSI Aurora MR. So here we are, the RSI Aurora MR, and there are different variants of this, and I had an I think I had an MR to start off with, and I upgraded to an LN, but there's also a CR, which is a courier. Now, this is classed as a light fighter. However, the LN is slightly better shielded. It has more weapons on it straight out of the box. This one, like the Mustang, has a missile rack that has two size 1 missiles on it, and then you have some Yellow Jacket GT220 size 1s, yep, ballistic Gatling cannons on them. So I would generally swap those out for lasers, or because you've actually got spare weapon slots, perhaps add the gimbal mounts and add some lasers under there, so you've got a mixture of ballistic and laser. So there we go. Let's get these into a combat arena and see how they perform. Right, we're in the arena commander section of the game. I'm in single player, but obviously there's some AI players in here with me, and I'm in the Aegis Avenger Titan just to see how well it does in combat scenarios with a default loadout compared to the other ships, and we will take a look at those as well. So we have a size 3 front mounted ballistic Mantis GT220 and 2 size 2 gimbal mounted Badger laser repeaters. So let's see how quickly we can take down that's a good bead, look at that, and away he goes. Took a bit longer than I anticipated, but
Warning. There are multiple hostiles
all
inbound.
the same. Let's try another one. Might try a missile on one of these guys actually. And that goes. But hey! Oh, that does a nice amount of damage. It's a good opener. Ah, easy. Nice and satisfying that is. Okay, so let's move on to the Banu Defender. So the Banu Defender has cannons.
Hostiles inbound.
So they are a single shot keeper like that. So let's get our target. There's a lot of debris in the way. And those pylons sticking out the front, they also seem to make quite a bit of difference in visibility. Okay, so you have to keep pressing the button, I think. If I just hold it down, nothing happens. You have to keep pressing it. Right, no, it's not close enough yet. Within about 2,000, he should be at the right sort of range to start hitting him. Remember, this is a light fighter. 1, 2, 3 shots and he's down. Now that's really satisfying. That is a lot of DPS for a light fighter. It may not fire quickly, but it takes down quickly, and from a decent range as well, which is important. And he didn't really get that close to me, so let's see if I can get close to this guy quickly. Scroll up with the mouse wheel to engage a higher rate of speed, but the best combat speed is where you're there in the white area. If you look on the left hand side, you can see the red line coming down. That's my speed. So just under 2,000. 2, 3. All not quite as good, but all the same. Oh, they're doing me some damage. Oh, take that. And another one close by. Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, they're both attacking me. 1, 2, 3. And for good measure. Oh, there we go. Nice and quick and easy. Next up, the Mustang Alpha. Okay, so we're now in the Mustang Alpha. Now these are auto cannons, so you can actually press and hold them and they will repeat fire. So let's target, speed up, getting closer to him, avoid the rocks, like that one on the right, slow down so we're in a decent combat, speed and he's taking some damage. And there he goes. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. That's half decent. But remember, these I'm fighting off against light fighters anyway, so let's pick up some ballistic weaponry. No, don't need it apparently. Right, let's pick another. I'd like to say victim. Yeah, we're gonna have to fly around that, aren't we? Let's go over there. That lens flare is really unpleasant. Right, let's see how far. Oh, that's a good distance. Oh, look at that! What a beauty! That was a really cool kill. Right, let's see. There's this geezer. Oh, no, that's not too bad, is it? I mean, let's face it. A few shots, and they are officially down. That's not too bad at all, considering. That's better than I anticipated. Right, let's move on to the Drake Cutlass Black. Okay, so Drake Cutlass Black, I'm going to fire a couple of missiles at this guy, I think, see how that does. There goes one, and there goes the other. Oh, 2 missiles and he's down. That's pretty cool. Let's see, let's use the laser cannons. So I'm going to press left and right mouse buttons to fire both sets of weapons on this thing. Right, okay, so that's taking him down nicely. That's not too bad at all. Good distance.
Zero hostile contacts remaining.
So we can take out the next one.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
The other 2 guys are still with me. Where's my target? Where's my target? I'll crash into that thing in a minute. It's not showing me where my target is. Oh, there he is. Oh, that went down quickly. Oh, and so did he. Look at that. Got my eye in now. He says, doing very badly. How dare you attack me?
Zero hostile contacts remaining.
And it's like a knife through butter. So, let's move on to the RSI Aurora MR.
Warning.
Okay, here we are. The Aurora MR only has 2 front mounted. Let's see how well that's doing. Took down his front shields, but he's taking mine down. But that's my kill.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles.
And I took some damage on that one. Let's see how we do with the next one. Wherever he is. Where's the indicator? There he is. He's on the other side of a rock. Let's go with that guy. Oh, that wasn't too bad though. No, I don't want to target him, I want to target him. Sure, he doesn't know where he's going. Oh, he's taking a beating though. God, he's in such bad shape, but he's putting up a fight. Slow down a bit, actually. Ah, there we go. Not too shabby, but still more difficult, and you're less well protected in the Aurora. Let's be fair. Right, okay, so that concludes our roundup of the ships and their weaponries and how well they perform in combat with their default loadouts. Now, if you've liked this video, then that's great, hit the like, or if you didn't like it, then you can hit the thumbs down. But if you really do like my videos, then please subscribe to my channel. We'd love to have you as a subscriber, and hit the notification icon to keep up to date with our videos when I post them. Now, I don't just post on YouTube, I do have a Facebook page that I post on as well, so make sure you check that out as well. So, until the next time, thanks for watching, bye bye, and I'll see you in the verse.